High School, and welcome and welcome back to our show. Happy New Year. It's the first episode of INN in 2026. This is New Year, which means new opportunities for every one of us. I want to congratulate everyone on just being able to make it to the new year, no matter how hard last year was or challenges that have been faced. Before we get into our news, I wonder what people's New Year's resolutions were.
Good morning, Portage High School. Welcome back, 2026. And let's see the New Year resolution you guys have. Hey, I'm here with Gio, and his New Year resolution is
to crack tortas.
What's your New Year resolution?
To find better friends.
Maylee, what's your New Year resolution? What's your New Year resolution, Dyer?
My New Year's resolution is. I can't do this.
What's your New Year resolution?
To kiss you, bro.
To play Siege?
No, to kiss you.
All right, Trey, what's your New Year resolution? All right, what's your New Year resolution, Terrence?
I'm gonna get a six-pack, be the most buff.
All right, Diego, what's your New Year resolution?
Get more money.
All right, Brooke, what's your New Year resolution?
Not dealing with anything.
All right, Danny, what's your New Year resolution? AJ, what's your New Year resolution?
I'm getting circumcised this year.
All right, what's your New Year resolution?
My name is Angelo. My resolution is to make bread.
All right, baby. All right, so what's your New Year resolution?
New Year's resolution. Building my credit, low-key, for my card.
Now on to our news. It's finals week, of course, so make sure we're aware of scheduling today, which can be found on Schoology. The mobile market is returning to Portage Township schools on Thursday, January 15th. Stop by Portage High School West starting at 4 p.m. to take home a selection of grocery items. Over the break, world languages teacher Mrs. Flynn led students on an educational trip to Chicago to explore the Museum of Science and Industries. Around Christmas. Around the world, the exhibition experiencing holiday traditions from across the globe. Shout out to Miss Flynn. Application deadlines are coming quickly, and so are college admissions. So seniors, make sure we are checking Schoology messages and emails regarding these deadlines that might pertain to you. Chef Amy's Pie fundraiser was a success before break. Here's a quick look at that.
So it ended on November 14th. So everybody, we sent out emails to all the teachers, and then they put in their orders. And then we also made it a little bit of a competition for the students. So, whoever got as many pie sales, I gave them a little treat. And so our winner for the pie sales was Addie. She sold, I believe, 8 or 9 pies. So she did, pretty good. Today we are going to be rolling out pie doughs and making sure that they look nice and pretty. So we're going to be assembling our apple pies and then just making the pumpkin pie filling. So for our next fundraiser, we're going to be doing bread bowl and soup sales, and that'll probably be end of January or so. So we'll be slowly getting into yeast breads, and then once we are going into soups, then we'll be doing our sales. So, no, not really. Just my culinary kids are the best, and yeah.
Next, we have an interview from INN's very own Chris Matsey with D3 Studios director Kaddick McKee on his short film.
Action. All right. What has been your best film production in the 3 years that you've been at Portage High School?
Well, I'd have to say my best, or at least my personal favorite of all the shorts I've made is the most recent one, which was Kick Nick, a Christmas-themed Kill Bill parody about an elf getting revenge on Santa Claus.
What inspired you to make this film?
Honestly, just I was in that phase of production where I was trying to come up with an idea so I could get a script written, and I went and saw Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair at the Imagine December 6th, because they originally it was released as two different movies, but now they've re-released it as just one like 4-hour thing. So I went and saw that, and then I was like, well, hey, wait a minute, what if I did this for my Christmas video, a Kill Bill thing? So that's how that was created. So the process, of course, it always starts with an idea. Usually I feel like that's the part that I really struggle with, and it takes a while. Because what ends up happening a lot is I'll have an idea, and I'm like, oh, that's good. And then I try to, plot it out and turn it into an actual story, and I find that I can't. Like something doesn't work, or I just can't figure out how to, or like what plot elements should be included, and it just kind of falls apart. All the essential parts of the story, so that I can then move on to the next step, which is writing the script, where I get all the specific action and dialogue down on paper. Then I need to do casting. I can move on to actual production, which is, filming. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Just filming the film. Then once that's done, it moves into post, where I just take it into Premiere Pro and edit it. Add whatever sound design is necessary. Maybe I decide to remove some stuff, or change things around, whatever. But and then once I've got my final edit done, I export it.
Thank you. And I have one last question. Do you have any plans after high school to do with film production?
Yeah. So ultimately, my career goal is to write and direct feature films, mainly in the horror genre. That's my favorite genre. My top college to go to would be DePaul.
All right,
I don't know if I
thank you
am.
for your time.
No problem.
All right.
Wow, that looks amazing. Keep up all the hard work. Now let's take a quick pause here and send it over to sports with Evan and Jeremy.
Technicality that works.
Hello Portage fans, welcome back to Sports Desk. I'm Jeremy Garcia and this is my girl, Bree. Can you, say? Well, yeah, she's ready for flag football. Let's bring you what's the latest sports in Portage High School. Let's start off with our boys and girls swimming and diving teams. Before I talk about the game on Tuesday and winter break, our boys went to Highland High School for the Highland Invite. They placed fifth with their score, 138. For the girls, they placed sixth with their scores, 140. On Tuesday, both teams went to Hobart to go against the Brickies and Kankakee Valley. The boys placed first with their scores 66.1. Top performer was Justin Yang on the 50 yards free with a time of 22.56. As our girls, they placed second with their scores 66.1. Top performers was Pamela Yang on the 50 freestyle with her time was 25.30. Yesterday, both teams traveled to Crown Point High School. Boys lost with the score, don't know. If our girls lost with a score, don't know yet. But ours, well, some of the meet was Haley. Good job. All girls are interested in girls soccer season. Make sure to try out for our girls soccer team on Thursday, January 15th after school. The prom event starts at 2:45 in the LGI room. The meeting should last between 15 to 30 minutes. Hey, you could try out. Moving on with boys wrestling. Our boys had their senior night Wednesday night. Also, went against the Valparaiso Vikings and beat them with a score of 53-18. Here's a quick interview of one of our wrestlers.
I'm Jonathan Gonzalez, and I'm a senior.
How do you feel about going against the Valparaiso Vikings today?
It's pretty good. I think we all did pretty good.
How do you feel having your senior night today?
I feel great, it's my last year here, and I love the people around me. I love what they do. How they support me. We're really happy.
Is there anyone on the team you want to shout out to, coaches or players?
I want to shout out to all the coaches, especially Mendez. He really supported me. Really told me to tap into my Mexican heritage. Be proud of what I am. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to the camera, the viewers that's watching tonight?
Nothing really. Yeah, 6-7.
The boys wrestling team has an invitation on Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m. So go out and support your team. There will be a call meeting for any boys are interested in playing golf for this spring on Tuesday, January 13 in room 202, immediately after school. If you are unable to attend this, please make sure to attend coach in room 202, shock in room 225. Information is next up for our girls wrestling team. Last Friday, they had sectionals at Hobart High School as a team. They placed second with 8 regionals qualifiers. Big shout out to Maddie Michaels and Gracie Pinkleton. They came up first, placing, and then everyone on the team. Their regionals are at Plymouth High School, and Saturday starts at 9 a.m. So go out, support your Lady Indians. Moving on to girls basketball team, they face off with the DAC conference, the Valparaiso Vikings. They lost with the score 26-69. Their next game is at East Chicago Central against the Cardinals. Next Tuesday, varsity starts at 7, so come out and support your team. Moving on with our boys basketball team with an undefeated record with 10 wins and 0 losses. Shout out to Carter Kobe of the Clever of the Month, Athlete of the Month. Today, they're going against the Valparaiso Vikings at 7 at home, so come out and support your team. And also, make sure to watch the live stream from yesterday for our live stream with Lino and Logan Johnson. Now, I will be sending to my boy, Evan.
Thanks, Jeremy, and hello everybody, and welcome to ISN, Indian Sports Network. This will mainly be about pro sports like the NHL, NFL, NBA, and MLB, and the college football playoffs as they continue. So, without further ado, let's dive into the most recent news around sports. Starting off with the college football game last night, Ole Miss versus Miami. An absolute amazing game in the Fiesta Bowl. But in the end of the day, Ole Miss needed a late touchdown to take home the win. Did not get it. Miami takes it 31-27 over Ole Miss, with Carson Beck running in the game-winning touchdown for Miami to send them back to the national championship to take on Oregon or Indiana. Who will it be? That game is tonight. Preview coming later. Also, Pacers coach hit 1,000 wins. Congratulations to Rick Carlisle for this amazing achievement. Note, he's been stuck here for about a month. He finally got that win, though. But the Pacers are still the worst team in the NBA. So, does it really matter? I don't know. Now, it's time for the preview for the game tonight. The Indiana Hoosiers take on the Oregon Ducks. Last time these two teams met up, it was in Eugene on game day when the Ducks were ranked number 3rd in the country and the Hoosiers were ranked number 7th in the country. The Hoosiers ended up taking down the Ducks 30-20 in Eugene to end the Ducks' long home streak, which was an incredible achievement for Indiana, but it wouldn't last for long because they would take down Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship eventually. But now, this is probably the biggest game in Indiana history, possibly the same for Oregon as well. These two quarterbacks, Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza, both top 2 picks in this draft. This is going to be a great game because both of these teams have elite defenses and elite offenses. But in the end of the day, I'm taking the Hoosiers to take home the win, 31-24 over the Oregon Ducks and move on to the national championship to play on Miami. But other than that, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in to ISN. Now let's send it over to Lucas with that weather.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Lucas Manning, and today's topic, tornadoes, one of nature's most powerful and unpredictable things. Tornadoes form during severe thunderstorms, when warm, moist air rises and collides with cold, dry air. This clash creates instability in the atmosphere, causing the storm to begin to start rotating. And if that rotation tightens and reaches the ground, it becomes a tornado. But that's all the paid script time that I got. So today's high is gonna be low 50s, and today's low will be around low 40s, high 30s. But that's all, and send it back over to me.
I hate the cold, and that's my only comment on weather. Now, back to our news. We have a quick alumni spotlight from Pride of Portage musician to joining Indiana University's legendary Marching 100. We are so proud of Kayla Pleasant, a Portage High School class of 2025 graduate who recently performed at the Rose Bowl as IU defeated Alabama to advance in the college football playoffs. If you were watching the big game, you may have seen Kayla on TV as she played with the band. We are so proud of you, always in Indiana at heart. Our very own Lily has been working hard in Color Guard. Here's a quick video of that.
Hey PHS, today we're going to be showing you how I got from this to this. Now, before we move on to the video, here are some disclaimers you need to know. There are 2 different color guards at Portage High School. It mainly is a type of drill in ROTC, but I am part of the Pride of Portage marching band, and I am a part of their color guard. I have been a color guard for 3 years now with 2 years of experience on rifle. If you are not familiar with how to handle a rifle properly, please do not try this at home. You could seriously hurt yourself or others around you. Even though I have a lot of experience, I still get hurt at times, so it's not worth the risk. Although our rifles can be made out of plastic or wood, we usually handle wooden rifles due to their strong durability. Before we move on to how to spin a rifle, let's familiarize ourselves with the parts of a rifle. We have a bolt, strap, tip, and butt. Yes, I said butt. You don't have to be weird about it. We also have a spotter, which is optional, but very helpful a lot of the time. Now let's move on how to spin a rifle. There are many definitions of spinning a rifle. You can do what we call moose tracks, singles, doubles, or even quads. All I can say is that practice doesn't make perfect, quick, but it sure does make progress. If you are interested in the Pride of Portage color guard or have any questions about what this experience is like, please don't hesitate to email me at lillian.schultz@student.portage.k12.in.us. When you spin a rifle, you have to always hold a strong stance and box your arms. Just keep them strong and angled. When you're doing a single, you shouldn't be dipping the tip of your rifle. Usually, you dip the tip of your rifle when it comes to a double or more. The further you dip the tip of the rifle down, the more strength you need to put into your tosses to throw higher and spin it more. Although it seems easy, it actually does take quite a lot of practice, especially to get it under control. They can feel really heavy at times, or even as light as a feather, so you always have to be flexible with change. When you throw or catch your rifle, your fingers are always at the furthest edge possible. If you hold it anywhere near the middle, it may be a bit harder to spin or catch. When you're spinning a rifle, you have protection. These padded gloves protect your hands from extreme and forceful impact. It was nice getting to share this fun experience with you all, and I hope you learned a thing or two about how to properly handle a rifle. Just make sure to always be careful and don't hurt yourself in the process.
Great job, Lily. Congratulations to our Culver's Athlete of the Month, Carter Cody. Keep up the good work, kid. Make sure not to come to school Monday, as we have an asynchronous e-learning day and Teachers Records Day. Today's lunches are regular spicy chicken sandwiches with fries or baked beans, and you can of course choose pizza. Thank you so much for tuning into INN, and we'll see you next time.